A late career self-titled album is often a bad omen for a band. Killswitch Engage's 2009 self-titled album is one example, and the recent album from The Ghost Inside is also pretty lackluster. Does a new album from Lamb of God follow the same trend? Well, let's see. Greetings, hard and heavy music fans. I'm Dante with the Heavy Haystack, and today we're talking about the new self-titled album from modern metal titans Lamb of God. This is their 8th album under the Lamb of God name, and their 10th album overall if you count the 2 albums under the Burn the Priest moniker. Their last album was as Burn the Priest, which was the 2018 covers album Legion 20, and their last album as Lamb of God was the 2015 album Sturmendrang, which to me is on par with their classic albums like Ashes of the Wake and Sacrament. Many of the band's fans seem to agree with that sentiment, where Sturmendrang hit number 3 on the top 200 Billboard charts, and netted them their 5th Grammy Award nomination for the song 512. Needless to say, there was a lot of anticipation for what the band would come up with next. The 2018 cover record was interesting, but it mostly made fans more patient for a new album of original music, and the road to the release of this album was one of ups and downs. There was worry to be had when in July 2019, it was announced that founding drummer Chris Adler had officially left the band, and new touring drummer Art Cruz took over as a full replacement member. And then it was announced that the new upcoming album would be self-titled, which always seems like a dice roll as far as terms of quality. Going from my memory of late career self-titled albums, they went okay for Deftones, abysmal for Killswitch Engage back in 2009, and recently, very lackluster for The Ghost Inside. It just seems like a bad omen to title a late career album a self-titled one. And then the first single from the upcoming album came out, which is Checkmate, and it was alright, I guess? There was not really any new changes in style, and Art Cruz proved that he can hold down the drum kit well enough, but it was just the straight-up normal groove thrash that Lamb of God is known for, and there weren't really any hooks in the guitar work, or any hooks in the vocal melodies either. Not too much special about the song, and it didn't make me too excited for the upcoming record. Memento Mori was the next single to come out back in March, and it made me much more excited for the album. It opens with this dark, haunting atmosphere, and half-sung, half-spoken vocals from Randy Blythe, all before going into the heavy main section of the song, which featured much more interesting riff work and song dynamics than Checkmate showed. I was hoping most of the songs from the new record would follow the same pattern as Memento Mori, a strong sense of atmosphere mixed in with the serpentine riffs that the band is known for. It's what made their last album Sturmendrang so special, and is a big feature of a lot of the band's greatest tracks. Unfortunately, that's not the case for the full record. While this is easily identifiable as a Lamb of God record, it doesn't have the same inventiveness and polish that most of their work does. Most of the songs on the record follow the same vein as lead single Checkmate, the straightforward groove thrash style without much playing with mood and atmosphere. And while Randy Blythe's lyrics are as powerful as ever, covering topics from racial strife to political greed to school shootings, they're not delivered with the same palatable hooks that he usually sneaks in under that trademark growl. That's not to say that the album doesn't come with its highlights. Alongside the Memento Mori single that I mentioned earlier, there's also the song Resurrection Man, which has been a favorite for myself and amongst many people I've seen posting about the album online. This is likely due to it being the heaviest song on the record, and having a very similar vibe and structure to one of the band's other biggest hits, Omerta. The main riff is a chuggy, mid-paced lurker that's buoyed by a tension-creating lead guitar that provides a lot of the dark atmosphere for this track. It also doesn't hurt that Randy Blythe is really reaching into the lowest register of his voice to match the heavy mood of the song. Gears is a standout track amongst the more straightforward groove thrash songs. It's up-tempo, has the metalcore chug riffs that provide a lot of pit fuel, and it changes up the riffs and dynamics enough to stay entertaining throughout its entire runtime. The features are a nice touch in this album as well, with Hatebreed's Jamie Josta featuring on the track Poison Dream, right at the breakdown, because of course you get Jamie Josta to feature on the breakdown. Chuck Billy of Testament features on the following track Roots, providing a melodic hook for the chorus, which is a pretty good fit considering the song is about building oil pipelines through Native American land. All in all, this self-titled album from Lamb of God is solid, but doesn't hit the high quality mark that the band has set for themselves. It gets by more so because Lamb of God has a unique sound, and not because these are strong songs all on their own. Judging the record as an island, it's enjoyable enough, but compared to the rest of the Lamb of God discography, this might be their weakest album to date. However, Lamb of God's weakest is stronger than a lot of other bands' strongest. Their album gets a 3 out of 5 from me. What did you think of the new Lamb of God self-titled album? How does it compare to the rest of the band's work? Leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see more videos like this one, remember to subscribe to the channel, or the Instagram, or whatever you're watching this on. Peace, love, music, and I'll see y'all next time.